Alright, so back to Halloween. Gonna sit. That kid isn't moving. This one is. Alright. I don't know if it's my controller or the game or what. But like... Ah, there we go. If I hold down the button, it like... Oh, aha! I remembered that thing I said I should do. Like, it just auto-presses it a lot, so sometimes you get 2 presses instead of 1. Yeah, I made it. Cool. I now know the sprite layers. Because I think Babysitter is always in front of Killer. Yeah. Even if you're behind him, she is in front of him. Even when you are behind him, she is in front of him. And the child, it seemed, was in front of him, too. So, like, there's no benefit to knowing that. He's the only character who can cross the layers. Because if you look at this game, there are, like, 2 distinct layers of sprites. The child is down there, I'm up here, and I can't go down there. But he can. And the reason he can is because they cannot display 3 sprites in any one scan line. Which is also why you'll never encounter 2 pieces of terrain or like a victim and a piece of terrain in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Same thing, it's arranged in rows so that, you know, you'll never have 3 sprites on the same line. Because the way the Atari 2600... Yeah, sorry. If you ever watch me play Atari 2600 games, you're going to hear me talking about how the graphics in the Atari 2600 worked, how they were supposed to work, and how insane people were with making them do more than they were supposed to. So, sorry, you're just going to have to deal with that. Because basically, the whole thing, as you probably know, are done by scan line. So, you know, it's like line, 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 and it does that so fast that you see, you know, a series of moving images. So the 2600 can actually only display 2 sprites, which are 1 color, and then like 2 bullets, I think. There's some other miscellaneous stuff it can display, but it's only hardwired to display that stuff. Now you may be noticing, well, there were 3 sprites on screen, and they had multiple colors. Yes, because they realized that as long as there aren't 3 sprites in one scan line, they can basically just change the code after a scan line. So, like this graphic of our babysitter here, we see that her head is 1 color, and basically it's programmed that after the last line of her head is drawn, the code changes the color of her sprite to green. And then right after the last line of the green section's drawn, it changes her color to red, and then after that line, it changes the color to white. And that's how we get this 3-colored sprite. They literally programmed it to change the color of the sprite as it was being drawn. And that is like freaking amazing. But yeah, if you look at, what's that game? Dark Chambers. Is it Dark Chambers? I don't know. It was a game that I streamed a while ago. It's not very good. It's kind of like it's a precursor to Gauntlet. Point is, if you look at that game, you can have more than 2 sprites in a row, but it'll start flashing because it literally cannot display more than 2 sprites on a scan line. So if you have more than 2 sprites on a scan line, it kind of freaks out, and like they start flashing because it just literally cannot draw like the 3 sprites at the same time. Whereas here, you know, Michael can be up and down anywhere here, like, because I can never go down there, and the child will never go up here. So Michael can exist. I'm sorry, the killer can exist on the same rows as the babysitter, and he can exist on the same rows as the child, but never. But like the two can never. So like, there's never going to be 3 sprites on the same row. And yeah, I talk about this a lot. And nobody's watching, so, you know, no one's going to care if I go off on a rant about how graphics worked on the Atari 2600, because I am a huge fan on this. It's amazing. Back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In that one, the section of his body that the chainsaw juts out of is actually stretched. So, like, because, you know, the sprite couldn't be like wider than a certain width. I forget what the width. I forget what the height and width is for the sprites, but there's a limit on it. But they can be stretched, and you can see that, like, you see in a lot of old games, you'll see like a bigger graphic will just be like more pixelated because it's just a stretched version of a smaller graphic. And in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, literally, they, like, when they get to a certain point in drawing, like, Leatherface's sprite, it's stretched 200%. So the next line goes out and draws it at 200%. And then when that's over, it goes back to drawing it at regular scale. And, like, they literally had to code the game to stop in the middle of drawing the sprite and change it. Like, we don't give the people, like, yeah, some of these games are bad, and I don't think we give enough credit to the people who program these games. Because, like, yeah, people who are programming games now, like, they can have all the colors they want. They can have lots of sprites. Like, using, you know, click and create, what do you call those? Damn, I know there's a name for, like, the ones where, like, you don't code, you just, like, menu-based game creation programs. You know the ones I'm talking about. I could make this. In today's modern world, I could make this game. I could get, like, a basic Unity tutorial, or, like, you know, a 2D Unity, like, thing that they make. And I could make this game. I could make this very game. Honestly, I could make it better, probably. But they couldn't in, 1983. Like, they were programming this when all the stuff didn't exist. Honestly, and in 1983, they had way better options for what to program it on. But yeah, I don't know why. I talk about this in the video that I did on this game. It's a weird, weird thing that I do not understand why. Like, the Atari 7800, I believe is what it's called, and the Atari 8-bit computer were both already available when this game was made. Nope. I hate the flashy rooms. There we go. And yet, for some reason, they released this in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the Atari 2600. Like, I'm not even going to say, oh, the NES was available. Because, yeah, the NES was available. It was kind of available. It was new. So, like, let's assume that, and also, you know, they were licensing things for the NES. But the issue is, they had the option of doing this for a better Atari console. 2 better Atari consoles. Or, like, I don't know, they could have done, like, Intellivision or ColecoVision, both of which were actually better than the 2600. I mean, not that much better, but, like, you didn't have to be that much better to be a, you know, competitor to the 2600. And get away from the door very fast. Okay. I gotta remember all the things that I, like, actually say that I need to remember to do. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's gonna work. I have a feeling it's not. Okay. I was wondering if the side he comes up from is random, or if, like, it actually keeps track of where he was. It's random. Okay. Okay, I gotta make sure that I'm moving at an angle when I come across him. Ha! Ha! You thought you'd come out of the door and spook me, but you did a little bit, but not enough. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is the best way to go. That's my number one thing I'm having, like, issues with this game, is I keep not remembering what colors of rooms are where. But now I know that the pink room is the next room. And then there's a room without a door, and then there's a room with a door. And now I know the layout of the bottom floor. I don't know the layout of the top floor very well, because, as mentioned, I hate the top floor. I just hate those two rooms on the edges of the top floor. I don't understand why they're there. That's what I don't get. Like, it is such a big, like, jump in difficulty. Okay. Like, I literally have to walk to the center of the room and then stand there to see what direction he's coming from. Except then. I was lucky that time. Alright, let's go. Kakugo. Go, 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 Ghosto. Oh yeah? Think you're gonna get me? Yeah, you're not gonna get me, haha! I need to stop being so cocky about that, because, you know, he's gonna get me one of these times. I am very much not a serious video game player. And, like, the idea of a high score run is really just to give me, like, some kind of goal in these games. Because, you know, they don't have endings. Like, I can't beat this game. I can't beat Balloon Fight. I can't beat Urban Champion. I mean, I can't beat Urban Champion as far as I know. Did I get him? I got him! Yay! Which way's coming from? That way. Okay. Hate these rooms. It's coming from that way. Okay. He's too fast now, I think. I hate this room. Alright, this is my last one. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna go for it. No! I said I was gonna go for it, but then I didn't. I'm going for it. Made it! Excellent. Alright. 10,125. Alright, the doors are dangerous. Not as dangerous as the stupid flashy rooms, but... like, why? Why are they there? It bothers me. Like, it doesn't enhance the gameplay in any way. It's just like a, wow, that part of the game is really bad. And atmospheric, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna try and, like, avoid him in this. See, the fact that he keeps coming from the opposite side of the screen makes me feel like there must be, like, something more to determining which side he comes from than just, like, you know, pure chance. Alright. 12,150 points. Okay, I'm only a only a few thousand points away. Or am I? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ah. Fun little bit of personal trivia here. This is the only song I know how to play on the piano. I play like 7 instruments, and I can play this song on the piano. It's fun. It's very do 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 do. I should learn to play Entry of the Gladiators. Did I actually get him? Yay! Okay, there's a child on the 2nd floor. I will collect these children. I will save them. Save them from the man who is not Michael Myers. For legal reasons. No, no, no! Do not go next to that man. That man is a murderer. And I want you for points. Oh my god! Alright! I beat that previous score that I had. Rules didn't say anything about taking a short break in the safe rooms. They clearly did not say anything about taking a short break in the safe rooms to, like, have some water and, you know, calm down a little, you know, get the adrenaline down, you know, because you get the adrenaline up and, like, yeah, that's gonna help you make, you know, like, twitch reactions faster. But it's also going to, you know, make those twitch reactions even when you don't want to. So you wanna calm down a bit in the middle of playing Halloween for the Atari 2600, a game that I honestly oversell a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this isn't a great game. I make a big deal about it, but it's not that great. Alright, back to... There we go, haha! Oh great, he's up there. I don't want to go up there, I want to stay down here. Ah! Oh yeah? What if I did this? Yeah, you weren't expecting me to do that, were you? He wasn't expecting that, because he doesn't expect anything. Because he is not a person. He is just a few lines of code in a video game. He has no wants or desires. Alright. Do 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 do. Oh wait, no, I'm not on level 5. Ah, I need to do math. I need to do math to actually figure out what the levels are, because I forgot. Your score is multiplied by the level you're on. I forgot to take that into account when I was trying to figure out what level this was. Also, I really wish there was a level indicator. Because I am, as stated previously, intentionally avoiding the knife. But, like, if you're not avoiding the knife, then, like, even if you kept track of how many points would take you to what score level, the knife would screw that up. Because the knife, using the knife, gets you less points than saving a child. Ah, ha ha ha! Ah, you thought you could get me, but you couldn't. Gets you less points than saving a child, and, like, you need to do it less times to advance to the higher level. So, like, and it's kind of hard to do. Ah! Oh, I could have made it. I could have made that one, but I didn't. I got nervous. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Which means it happens even more to me. Ah! Ah, you think you can murder me? Look at him. He wants to murder me, but he can't. How hilarious would it have been if I just, like, dropped the controller then or something and he murdered me? Okay, alright, now it's gotta, I can do this, I can avoid you. Haha. I need a little better at that. The problem is that, like, when he moves faster, it also is, I have to adjust when I start my ascent. Alright, gonna... Did it actually get him? Excellent. Where is he? There he is. I think he's too fast now, so I won't be able to run him between the babysitter and the child. Alright. Pretty good score so far. Unfortunately, it's on the run where I stopped for like 10 minutes to talk about the graphical capabilities of the Atari 2600. It's a thing I do sometimes. It's a problem that I have. I get really excited about things like the graphical capabilities of the Atari 2600. And then I get worried that, like, I seem like a dick. Like, I worry that people think I'm, like, mansplaining things sometimes because, like, a topic will come up that I'm really excited about and I will just, like, go off on it. And it's like, yeah, no, I'm just really excited. Like, I'm not, like, assuming you don't know. I'm just really want to talk about this thing. Okay, oh! Oh, now the child's down here. Well, if there are any children up here, I'd like to get rid of them. Ideally, by saving them instead of by them dying. But, you know, I'll take whatever I can get. I just need to despawn them. I don't know how many children spawn at once. I think it's 2. Oh, I could have made it there. I didn't. I could have done the split. I'm calling that the split. It's a advanced tactic for playing this game. And this is called the wait and see what side the killer comes from. Alright. So, 25,650 pointerunos. Pointerunos. I was trying to say pointerinos. That was still stupid, but, you know, less stupid than the thing I actually said. Oh, wow. That was really, 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 really close. Alright. Let's try this. Hey, I got him. Ah. There we go. Now, what side's he gonna come from? That side. What side's he gonna come from? That side! Alright. I'm doing pretty good. I'm, like, playing extra safe, but, you know, that happens. How dare you be up there? Be down here. Be down here where everything is easier. And there's a knife. I could use that knife to stab Michael Myers. I'm not going to, though. Because, you know, I don't want to play into their game in which the, you know, masculinized female character, you know, metaphorically castrates her male pursuer and then, you know, possesses her as phallus for herself and penetrates him. Yeah, I may talk like an idiot, but I study film theory. Well, I study film theory as it relates to sexuality and gender in specific regards to horror films. But, you know, that's a normal thing that people do, right? It's just, I'd really like another... Like, yeah, if I had one item I would like to have in this game that I don't. Okay, no, if I had one item I'd like to have in this game that I don't, it would be a indicator telling me what level I'm on. Other than that, it'd be like another staircase that takes me between the top and bottom floor. Like somewhere in the middle. Screw it, let's go for it. Okay, I made it. No, Billy, don't go over there. Michael Myers is gonna come from there. Ow! And I tried to save you, Billy. I tried to save you and... Ah! Haha! And then I ran around comically with my head cut off and blood spraying everywhere. I hope you're happy, Billy. I don't know why I'm not following my own advice. Ah, that didn't work. I guess I need to go out the sides. It won't work if I go in the door. But... Oh, was that the only kid down here? Do I have to go on the top floor now? I have to go on the top floor now. I hate the top floor. And yes, I'm going to say that every single time I have to go to the top floor. I'm going to complain about this room. Oh, well, that was good luck. I mean, I'm going to have to go through it again on my way out, but... Ah, yeah, you think you can get me, haha, but you can't. I mean, you didn't. You can get me. Like, you've proven on numerous occasions that you can get me. But in this particular occasion, you didn't. Oh. Okay, I think... Yeah, I'm closer. I really need to remember the rooms. Oh, wait, there's nothing here. Then, yeah, this should be the dark, flashy room. Oh, no, that's the room I skipped. Okay. I need to do a better job of memorizing the layout of this house. It's only got 8 rooms on 2 floors, so there's only 8 screens. I only need to remember 8 screens. Alright. Ah, I went up and then I went down and did a thing accidentally. Like... I don't understand. Like, here's the thing. I'm sure that when that new Halloween movie came out, you know, the new one, they could have, like, snapped up the rights to this, like, really cheap. Really cheap. Wizard Video Games is out of business. I'm sure Charles Band still owns some, like, rights somewhere, but, like, remake this game with better graphics and, like, just put it on the web as, like, a promo for the new Friday the 13th, for the new Halloween film. Like, that would have been a great idea. I don't see why they don't do that. Like, Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph, they put up a version of Fix-It Felix online, and I haven't even seen Wreck-It Ralph, but, like, that was a great little marketing thing that they did. Like, I'm someone who, like, hates marketing. Like, I will go off on my anti-consumerist views at the drop of a hat. But, like, I appreciate when they do something really good, and that was something really good. And it's something that they should do more often. Like, if you're going to be marketing a product, you're going to be promoting a product, at least try to, like, give the viewer a reason to want to interact with that product. Okay, this is a bit of a different thing, but Halloween Horror Nights, they do, like, these really, well, I'm not that familiar with it because I've never actually been there, but I know they do, like, these web-based, like, little, like, AR, like, things, like, they make somewhat of, like, an interactive experience of, like, the story of that year's event leading up to it, and, you know, they make it fun for, like, the guest. They make you be like, oh, I'm engaged with this. I'm actually engaged with this event prior to it actually starting. That's the thing. Oh. Alright. By death or safety, this child will leave this room. Looks like it's going to be by safety. Did I get him? Nope. Did I get him? Yes. What side are you coming from? Oh, convenient. Okay. I'm doing pretty good here. Only died once. And I'm remembering where the general layout of the bottom floor. There is this room, and then a room with no door, and then a room with a door, and then a room with no door. See? This room. Room with no door. Room with a door. Which then skips the next room that does not have a door. And goes straight onto the next room with a door. Oh! Ha! Okay. See, that's where I mess up. Ha! That's also where I mess up. Those are the two biggest places. Okay, yeah. The two biggest places where I die by being stupid are not moving away from the door right after I come out of it, and then being followed by the killer. I'm sorry, I keep calling him Michael Myers, despite the fact that he is not. He is the killer. The non-Michael Myers killer. For legal reasons. I don't know why I'm so assuming that it was for legal reasons. I'm just assuming that they... Whoa! Okay! I'm on the next level now. He is the same speed as me now. Look at that! Look how fast he is! Oh, this man is fast. Look how fast he is. He's so fast. Oh. Okay. Now I know. Okay, now I know when I can no longer avoid him. I can absolutely no longer avoid him at this point. Ah. There's literally no way that I can get away from him. I just have to hope that he comes from the other side. Wow! That is what we call a difficulty spike. This is the furthest I've ever gotten in this game, obviously. I've never seen him go this fast before. Ah! And as I've stated numerous times, I have no idea what determines which side he comes from. Because it definitely seems like he comes from the side you're going towards more often. Alright. Yes! Nope, no avoiding him. Alright. Ah, you think you can get me, don't you? Of course he thinks he can get me. He's as fast as I am. Ah! Oh, I could have made it. I could have made it, but I didn't. I could have made it, but I didn't. I didn't. Okay. So, 57,725. That's, actually pretty good. I mean, it's not the best. The best would be 4,045,575.